Welcome back to another installment of subjects in minutes. Today we're going to be finding the equation of a line given a point and the gradient. Our objective, I just said it, to find the equation of a line given 1 point and the gradients of that line respectively. So yes, we have this beautiful formula right here. Yes, another formula, and this one is y minus y1 is equals to m times, remember, a variable next to a bracket, the multiplication is implied, times x subtract x1 bracketed. So yes, please don't get confused. I just want to say that the y1 and y is not the same thing, and x1 and x is not the same thing. In your formula, y is equals to mx plus c, and you guys are going to see it. You guys are going to see it, but when we use the form, you guys are going to see it boiled down to this form. So the y is the initial y and the x is the initial x, and the y1s are coordinates. So, and as we go on to the video, you guys will understand how we actually get down to that. So nice. So here, let's take a look at this graph. I identify some points that we can work with. I chose the intercepts, but remember, any points along this line can work, any points at all. But I just chose these points for simplicity. And if you have the option to choose the intercepts, I would suggest choosing the intercepts, because probably one of the easiest points to identify and one of the easiest points to work with. All right. So yes, first we're going to calculate m. We're going to calculate our gradient. So let's change this to red. M, our gradient, is equals to, remember the formula, and remember, if you guys don't understand some of the concept, please feel free to watch the previous videos. There's actually a playlist you guys can check out. So the formula, rise over 1, y2 minus y1 is equals to x2 minus x1. All right, so we have our points, and I actually labeled them previously, so we're just going to plug them in. Is equals to 0 minus y1, in this case is 4, and divided by x2 is 3, and x1 would be 0. And we solve for our gradient, and our gradient is negative 4 over positive 3. We solve for our gradient. Now next is we're going to actually use this formula. Since we got the gradient, we're going to use this formula, and we're going to find the equation of such line. And this long formula is actually just going to boil down to this, the equation of the line. All right, so let's rewrite this formula. So y minus y1 is equals to m, remember the multiplication is implied, times x minus x1, and we're going to use the x-intercept. In this case, the x-intercept is which is our point. The point we're going to use is 3, 0. This is the point. Let me just write this in a different color so you guys can see it better. Our point that we're going to use is 3, 0, and our gradient, we establish m is equals to negative 4 over 3. So now we're going to plug in such values. Y subtract y1, or y1 in this case would be 0. Sorry, let's change this. So subtract 0 is equals to our gradient, negative 4 over 3 multiplied by x. Remember, the x and x1 are two different things, minus minus 3. Yes, our x1 value minus 3. So we can just rewrite this, the 0, y minus 0, anything subtracted from 0 is itself. So we just write y is equals to negative 4 over 3 multiplied by x, subtract 3. Now we multiply this negative 4 over 3 into the brackets. Multiply such into the brackets. So we have y, we have y is equals to negative 4 over 3, right? Subtract x, right? When we multiply this in, we get, remember that negative 4 over 3 times x is negative 4 over 3x. And now we're going to multiply negative, let's just put this in brackets, negative 4 over 3 multiplied by negative 3 over 1, right? So when we multiply this out, let's just bring this to the side. Let's work this out to the side. We have negative 4 over 3 times negative 3 over 1. So a negative times a negative is a positive. So we have positive 12 over 3. This is equals to positive 12 over 3. When we simplify this reduced to a solid 4, a nice looking 4. And this is a positive 4, so we just rewrite that. We have y is equals to negative 4 over 3x plus 4. And that is your final answer. And just to show you how beautiful math is, remember that's in this case c, which is your y-intercept, is equals to 4 in this case. And now let's take a look at that graph. What is our y-intercept? Our y-intercept is none other than 4. Just want to show you guys how beautiful math can be sometimes. Everything almost corresponds in a sense. So that's just a quick way of knowing if you're correct or not. So hope you guys enjoy this one, and catch you next time.